Good morning to you all. Welcome back to Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Dear students, last week we were discussed indefinite integral and how to find the integral of some different type of functions. And also we seen that what is definite integral and how to evaluate definite integral of any given function. Okay. Now we will have to discuss one more topic in this chapter, integrals, namely properties of definite integrals. Okay. So let's see what are the different properties of definite integrals. So students, these properties are very important and most probably the questions based on these properties of definite integral will come in your exam. Okay. Let's see. Let's see properties of definite integrals. Okay, so these are the different properties of integrals. Let's see one by one. Integral from a to b f of x dx is equal to integral from a to b f of t dt. So here there is no change in the integral if we change the variables. Okay, see the variables. So if we change the variables, so the final result there is no change. Now second property, integral from a to b f of x dx equal to minus integral b to a f of x dx. So this states that if we change this lower limit to upper limit and upper limit as lower limit. See, here it is from a to b. Here we changed it to b to a. So automatically sign will change. Positive becomes negative. So that is second property. Okay. Changes in the limits. Now third property, integral from a to a f of x dx is equal to 0. Here both lower limit and upper limit, they are equal. So if both limits are equal, then the integral is equal to 0. It is third property. Now fourth one, integral from a to b f of x dx is equal to integral from a to b, listen, f of a plus b minus x dx. Okay, see here in this integral we can alterate this integrand as sum of the limits minus x. Okay, if we alterate this f of x as f of a plus b minus x, then the resulting integral, there is no change. Okay, there is no change in the resulting integral value. Now see the next property, integral from 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a f of x, f of a minus x dx. Actually this property is a particular case of this one. See here, if we put a equal to 0 and b equal to a here. Listen, a equal to 0 and b equal to a. What will happen? This is 0, b becomes a minus x. So no need to by heart this one. This is a particular special case of this one. Okay. That means sum of the limits minus x. That is the form. Now next property, integral from 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to integral from 0 to a f of x dx plus integral from 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. So we split this integral from 0 to a as, listen, integral from 0 to a and see the integrand, see the function f of x and f of 2a minus x. Okay, f of x and 2a minus x. So we can split the given integrand as into different form with respect to these limits. Now seventh property, integral from 0 to 2a f of x dx is equal to, there are two cases. If 2a minus x, f of 2a minus x is f of x. Okay, 2a minus x is f of x, then it is 2 into integral from 0 to a f of x dx. That means if we put f of x instead of f of 2a minus x, if we get the same answer, then we can change this integral from 0 to 2a as, listen, 2 into integral 0 to a. Otherwise, it is not. It is equal to 0. Okay. Now, otherwise means if we put 2a minus x, then it gives minus of f of x. Okay, integral value becomes 0. Now last one is very important property. Integral from minus a to a f of x dx. Again there are two cases. Integral from minus a to a f of x dx equal to 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx if the given function f of x is an even function. Okay, if it is an even function, we can convert or write this integral from minus a to a as 2 into integral from 0 to a. Otherwise, if it is an odd function, then this integral value is equal to 0. And do you know how to check whether a function is even or not? Listen, suppose we have a function f of x. Look at here. Suppose we have a function f of x and we change this x as f of minus x. Okay, if we change x as minus x, then given function and f of minus x is same, then we can say that f of x is an even function. For example, f of x equal to x square. It is f of x. So what is f of minus x? It is minus x square. Again x square. X square is f of x. So if we replace x by minus x, there is no change in the given function and therefore this is an even function. Consider f of x equal to 2x. What is f of minus x? That is 2 into minus x. That is minus 2x. Minus 2x is minus into 2x. 2x is our f of x. So f of minus x is minus f of x. In this case, we can say that f of x is an odd function. Okay. So in this manner, we can verify whether the function is odd or even. So listen, if it is even, then integral from minus a to a can be written as 2 into integral from 0 to a. This part is important. If it is an odd function, then this integral value is 0. So anyway, these are the different properties of important properties of definite integrals, and these will be useful in evaluating the definite integrals more easily. Okay, let's see some examples so we can easily understand how these properties works on these definite integrals. Okay, let's see the question. Evaluate integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan x dx. Okay, using properties of definite integral, we want to see what is the value of this integral. Okay, so let's start the given integral as I. So I equal to integral from 0 to pi by 4. Now listen, log 1 plus tan x integral from 0 to pi by 4. We are going to apply the property. Listen, the property. Integral from 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral from 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, integral from 0 to a f of x is equal to integral from 0 to a, listen this one, f of upper limit minus the variable. Okay, a minus x. So there is no change in this integral values. So like this, likewise we are going to convert this integral as, listen, log 1 plus tan, this x can be changed as upper limit minus x. What is upper limit here? Pi by 4. Pi by 4 minus x dx. Okay, and this can be written as integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan pi by 4 minus x. So it is of the form tan a minus b, isn't it? So what is tan a minus b? Tan a minus b is tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a tan b. Okay. So what is tan pi by 4 minus x? So tan pi by 4 minus x equal to tan pi by 4 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan x. Now what is tan pi by 4? Pi by 4 means 45 degree. Tan 45 is 1. So it is 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus 1 into tan x, that is tan x. So tan pi by 4 minus x can be replaced as, listen here, 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x dx. Okay. Now take cross multiplication. So this is equal to integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 1 into 1 plus tan x, that is 1 plus tan x, plus 1 into 1 minus tan x, that is 1 minus tan x divided by 1 into 1 plus tan x is 1 plus tan x. Okay, here we can cancel tan x and minus tan x. 1 plus 1 by 1 plus tan x. So this is equal to 2 by 1 plus tan x. This log. Okay, log 2 by 1 plus tan x dx. So again it is of the form log a by b. What is log a by b? Log a by b is log a minus log b. So this can be written as log 2 minus log 1 plus 1 plus tan x. Okay. So I equal to integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 2 minus log 1 plus tan x dx. Now separate it into two integrals. So this is equal to integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 2 dx minus integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan x dx. Okay. Now let's see this integral. Integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan x. So we started from here. That means this integral is our I. Okay. So I equal to integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 2 dx minus I. Now take this minus I to left side. So this becomes I plus I. I plus I equal to 2I. 2I is equal to integral from 0 to pi by 4 log 2 dx. Here log 2 is constant. So take it outside. Log 2 into integral from 0 to pi by 4 dx. So simply dx means 1 into dx. Now what is integral of x? Integral of 1. Integral of 1 is x. So log 2 into integral of 1 is x. So integration is over. Now write the limits. Within the limits 0 to pi by 4. Now apply the limits. Upper limit minus lower limit. So this is equal to log 2 into upper limit minus lower limit. That is log 2 into pi by 4. What is left side? Left side is 2i, isn't it? So 2i is equal to log 2 into pi by 4. So what is I? Log 2 into pi by 4 by 1 by 2. By 2 or into 1 by 2. So this is log 2 into pi by 8. So this is our answer. Okay. Now we are going to discuss another type of question. Evaluate integral from minus 5 to 5 modulus of x plus 2 dx. Okay. Listen, it is a modulus function. And we know that modulus function mod x is defined as x when x greater than 0 minus x when x less than 0. Okay. For all positive numbers mod x equal to x. for all negative numbers mod x equal to minus x. For example, mod 3. 3 is a positive number, therefore mod 3 is equal to 3. Okay. At the same time, modulus of minus 3. Minus 3 is a negative number and we know that modulus of minus 3 is 3. And this 3 can be written as minus of minus 3. Okay. Let us consider this negative number as x. So x is a negative number. So its modulus is, look at here, minus, what is minus 3? X. Okay, so for all negative numbers, modulus of x is defined as minus x. So we are going to evaluate this given function as per this modulus. Let's see the limits. Minus 5 to 5. Look at here. If we draw a real line, minus 5 to 5, and given function is x plus 2. When this becomes 0, for what value of x, x plus 2 becomes 0? Yes, when x equal to minus 2, this is equal to 0. So, we divide this interval into two intervals, that is minus 5 to minus 2 and minus 2 to 5, because minus 5 to minus 2 all the numbers are negative and also modulus value is equal to 0, and all modulus the x values becomes negative. As a result, inside the modulus all the numbers are negative, isn't it? At the same time, from minus 2 to 5, you can see that this expression will become a positive quantity. So, we divide the limits into two intervals. One is minus 5 to minus 2 and second one is minus 2 to 5. So, in the first interval, the given modulus is negative. Negative means all the x values are negative. And in this interval, all the x values are positive. So, the given integral is divided into, listen, minus 5 to 5 modulus of x plus 2 dx is equal to integral from minus 5 to minus 2 modulus of x plus 2 dx plus integral from minus 2 to 5 modulus of x plus 2 dx. Now we want to define this modulus function. Listen, the limits minus 5 to minus 2. So all the x values are negative numbers if we put in this expression. And therefore, we can replace this modulus of x plus 2 as, look at here, minus of x plus 2, because all the limit values are negative numbers. Okay. At the same time, in this interval minus 2 to 5, if we put x equal to any value in this interval, we can see that the modulus is a positive. So, we can replace this modulus of x plus 2 as positive x plus 2 dx. Now, integrate minus of x plus 2. We can consider minus x minus 2 and then integrate. So, this becomes minus x square by 2 minus 2x within the limits minus 5 to 2. Okay, minus 2. Plus, similarly, integrate x plus 2. Integral of x is x square by 2 plus integral of 2 is 2x within the limit minus 2 to 5. Now apply the limit separately. Apply upper limit. Listen, minus 2. Apply upper limit and lower limit separately in these two bracketed expressions. We can see that minus of minus 2 square by 2 minus 2 into minus 2. So we applied upper limit minus lower limit. That means put x equal to minus 5. So minus of minus 5 square by 2 minus 2 into minus 5. So listen, upper limit minus lower limit plus similarly here also upper limit minus lower limit. This becomes 5 square by 2 plus 2 into 5 upper limit minus lower limit minus 2 square by 2 plus 2 into minus 2. Now simplify all these things. You can see the final answer is reduces to 29. Okay, do it by yourself and check whether the answer is correct or not. Simply put upper limit and lower limit, only simplification we want to do here. Okay, and don't be confused with the negative sign and bracketed expressions. So just square and open the bracket, distribute the negative sign and simplify, then you can see that answer is equal to 29. Okay. Integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin square x dx is equal to 2 into integral from 0 to pi by 2 sin square x dx. So this can be written as 2 into integral from 0 to pi by 2 sin square x. Isn't what is cos 2x formula? Okay. What is cos 2x? Cos 2x equal to 2 cos square x minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sin square x. So from here replace sin square x as 2 sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x or sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x by 2. Okay, because there is no direct integration for this sin square x. So we change this sin square x as 1 minus cos 2x by 2 dx. Now find the value. Integral from 0 to pi by 2. We can take this by 2 outside. Okay, so it is 2 by 2. Integral from 0 to pi 1 minus cos 2x dx. It is 1 into integral of 1, that is x, minus cos 2x. Integral of cos is sin 2x by 2. Don't forget to write this 2. Okay, x minus sin 2x by 2 within the limit 0 to, say it is pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. Now apply the limits. Upper limit pi by 2 minus sin 2 pi by 2 by 2. This is upper limit. Okay, minus lower limit 0 minus sin 2 into 0. 2 into 0 is 0. Sin 0, 0. So when we apply lower limit, the total expression reduces to 0. So pi by 2 minus, we can cancel these two, sin pi by 2. Now what is sin pi? Sin n pi is equal to 0 for all integer n. If we put n equal to 1, sin pi. If we put n equal to 2, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi, sin 4 pi, etc. So for all integer values of n, sin becomes 0. So this term becomes 0. So we get pi by 2. The given integral is equal to pi by 2. Okay.